Roswell police, come to the sound of my voice. You heard the door close. Roswell police, come to the sound of my voice.
All across the country for stops like this, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
I disagree with that too.
Yeah, you got to. It's wrong. I'm human. You're human.
Black men are not being killed because they're pulled over by police.
It's right here. The line's right here.
No.
You see the line?
Yeah, I see that.
Right.
I'm asking you to stand over there, please.
Why? Identify yourself for me.
Officer Boudet.
Boudet?
Da.
When entitled cops realize they've been caught, it's not always the badge that wins the day. Sometimes the tables turn in ways they never saw coming, thanks to citizens who refuse to be intimidated, refuse to be silenced, and know exactly how to fight back. These are the moments when authority gets a reality check. This case started with a literal break-in to someone's home. They talked about forced entry as if they had just solved the biggest case of their careers. Meanwhile, viewers could see that their main piece of evidence was nothing more than someone's opinion. Instead of checking ownership, they staged a show under bright lights because what better way to prove professionalism than to ruin someone's evening?
Negative crispy coffee. That's forced fucking entry right there. Yeah. It's not fresh though. From what we got. According to that dude. Trustworthy.
Someone give me like an ambient light over my head, maybe.
Umbrella lighting.
There we go. Oh God. Roswell police, if you're inside, make yourself known now. Someone's got a TV. It looks like someone's living in here. TV, couches. AC's working.
There's a grill. Is someone living? Is it supposed to be vacant? It's not supposed to be vacant. Okay. It's supposed to be vacant.
They kept walking around shouting for residents to come out even though they had already decided the place was empty. When they found someone, they ordered them to show their hands, treating the person like a suspect in a violent crime. The reaction was wildly disproportionate, especially since there was no sign of criminal activity, and the law clearly states that force should match the actual danger.
Roswell police, come to the sound of my voice. You heard the door close. Roswell police, come to the sound of my voice.
708 possible movement inside.
Heard it again. Policía de Roswell, come to the sound of my voice aquí ahora. Manos arriba aquí ahora.
This is 100% supposed to be vacant. About 90% sure.
Hey man, come, show me your hands.
We got contact.
Show me your hands. Manos arriba.
15, we got contact.
No inglés. Aquí ahora. Manos arriba. Someone take him.
Yeah, pass him through. Keep going. Keep going.
Aquí ahora.
I got it. I'll hold him. Turn around.
They escorted the person out, but before confirming their identity, they speculated about whether the apartment was furnished. Even with clear visual evidence that the space looked like someone's home, they made no attempt to contact the building management right away. Relying on assumptions instead of official information only leads to serious errors in judgment and violation of citizens' rights. And yet, their next move would show just how far they were willing to take this reckless approach.
Get him out of the way. Anyone else inside? Anyone else? No.
Is it?
See that check this. See if this thing's fully furnished before we go in here.
Yeah, it looks pretty furnished.
Or I can go confirm. You go confirm before we go further into this. You don't speak any English? No. None whatsoever?
They concluded it was probably a case of squatters, even though they didn't have a single shred of evidence. Before getting a translator, they relied on a shaky understanding of the language, leaving plenty of room for misinterpretation and abuse of the situation. Proper procedure requires clear communication before making any conclusions, but yet here, the officers acted as if they knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Hard to freaking tell, man.
No way, when this door looks like this?
That door looks like what?
Look at the threshold of this door.
No, that's all. That's all pushed up and old and dirty. Also, had to be plywood forced open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bunch of squatters, but I don't think this is gonna be related. Squatters.
The translator joined in, but the officer's tone remained suspicious. The people in the apartment still had no clear idea why they were being questioned, while the police insisted on holding them without any explanation. The officers speculated that another person might have been present, relying on third-party claims. Instead of focusing on verified sources, they kept building on unproven assumptions. In legal practice, such an arbitrary judgment without material evidence can be grounds for a complaint over unlawful conduct. They clearly believed nothing could get them punished, but soon, these entitled cops would realize they'd been caught red-handed.
What is her problem?
I don't know. She.
Be careful, man. Like ant pile or anything. I know, right?
And there was a blue, I believe there's a. Yeah, no question? No. Contact him now. We want to talk to him.
So, while we were clearing and y'all were clearing, someone got deployed like an old bar infinity up there, and I don't know if they came from the back door down here or the residence on this level.
Huh.
So I think
This person right here.
Hey, how's it going?
it might be a few.
Most of you probably won't even understand what really happened here, and that's fine. Don't worry, because the police themselves likely had no clue either. They simply saw an opportunity to boost their egos and, like any bad cop, decided not to waste it. And as it turned out, they still had plenty more tricks up their sleeves, ready to make the situation even worse.
You live here? Yeah. Alright, show them naked.
When did you move in?
You live here?
Yeah.
Do you have proof of ID or anything?
Why don't you call the management or somebody?
I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Hey, come back over here.
Hang
Come
tight.
back over here.
Come here.
My ID is
Right here. Okay, sit right there. How long have you lived here?
my ID is inside.
Okay, but how long have you lived
He
here?
doesn't understand.
I don't speak English.
See?
Okay, I'm not worried about that. We'll call language line.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just keep your light on him because we haven't checked him for weapons.
Yep.
There's one other bed. There's at least one other bedroom.
Alright.
So,
Did he say there might be a female inside?
They asked questions about who was renting the apartment, but still didn't contact the building owner. In cases like this, checking the management's records is the safest and fastest and most reliable way to confirm a tenant's status. Ignoring that step shows a lack of procedure and professional discipline. But nothing about this should surprise us, right? Because by now, their disregard for the basics had become the norm, and they weren't done yet.
Okay.
I don't know if he's probably outside. He's left in the door, so I'm saying it could be towards the door.
Hey,
Number?
can you ask them how long they've
Is
lived
there
here?
a female
Or
that's here?
hold on one second.
Can you ask them if there's a female that lives here?
No.
Who's the apartment rented to?
Only.
Ask them who the apartment is rented to.
Yeah. Yep. It was just dandy.
Carla Herrera.
Alright, I'll get back to you.
They documented the scene, but focused on the appearance of doors and thresholds, which had no direct link to the tenant's status. This shift in focus showed how easily operational priorities can be lost when there's no clear plan of action. At the same time, failing to confirm ownership details right away only prolonged the unnecessary detention of the people inside. And yet, the most questionable decisions were still waiting just around the corner.
Okay, I'm clear.
Okay, we're good for our document.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep, we're done. Yep.
If they can't.
Nope, I'm good too. Alright, y'all let me get a couple. Alright.
Make sure he has.
Yep, I got it.
Here, stand up.
We need to explain to these gentlemen what just happened.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, but they're not going to understand, so let Smith come over and we'll explain it. Like,
How long did it live in here?
dude, look at this, man.
And they put that on the vacant list?
Like,
So, I don't know how updated the one she gave me was though. She made so I'm done checking. I knew the one building and the one below was because we were there yesterday. So,
this
I'll
looks
get
like a
language line, I'll
42.
explain it.
Those who didn't speak English were left in uncertainty as translation services were delayed. The lack of timely communication was a serious failure, since the right to understand the process is a basic human right guaranteed by international conventions. Prolonged confusion only increased tension and distrust, and the officers still weren't finished with their heavy-handed approach.
Thanks.
do you speak like any English at all?
Poquito inglés, señor.
We're gonna get a phone.
No poquito inglés. Okay. ¿Cómo te llamas, señor? Mario. Mario what?
Mario Vázquez.
Vasquez? Señor?
Marco Villeda.
¿Qué?
Marcos Villeda.
Miguel?
Hey, you got that time? I'm on. Call him back real close.
The fact that they're renting them out.
Yeah, I got you.
My day is.
See you later. Okay.
I'll trust we're gonna have a long call.
You want to keep Smith coming or no?
No, you can cancel.
Okay. What echo car is she?
Echo 1.
They discovered the apartment had been mistakenly listed as vacant. Instead of apologizing and ending the intervention immediately, they continued to occupy the space. Can you believe that? This situation clearly showed the importance of keeping records up to date and the need for the police to stop their actions the moment it's clear there's no basis for suspicion. But even with the truth in front of them, they still weren't ready to back down.
How is Secretary Office of the camera? Will you let the gentleman know that we were out here checking the apartment?
K9 30 to Echo 1. You can 16.
Yes, ma'am. It said on the list that I was provided by the manager was shown as vacant. Obviously, it's not. I confirmed with the leasing office that they're allowed to be here and there's no charges, nothing like that. But I will be documenting it. I will be documenting it, reporting and saying I'm out with nothing what happened.
They asked the tenant for identification, and when he told them it was in the vehicle, they allowed him to go get it. While this didn't lead to an incident in the case, such a practice goes against the police safety standards they usually enforce. Rules should not be selectively adjusted to fit the situation without a clear and valid justification. And yet, this was just another sign of how far their inconsistency had gone.
El problema es de que no sé si es que están, porque el edificio que está a la par de nosotros sí está disponible. No sé si están equivocados pero el building que está a la par sí está disponible, sí está vacío, que no vive. No, bueno, vienen a vivir en la noche alguien ahí, pero no hay nadie, pues no está rentable ni nada.
They admitted that the people lived in the apartment and formally ended the intervention, but still without any verification from the building management. Relying on personal judgment instead of official records showed a serious lack of procedural consistency. And you know what the biggest problem here is? They didn't even realize their mistake and will probably do the exact same thing again.
Yeah, I think we're pretty squared away here. I appreciate it. We made contact with language one.
No? Okay.
Thank you.
We're good. Thank you.
Sir, can I come in with you? While you get your ID?
ID?
Yeah. Can I come in? Okay. There's you. Charlie? You have an ID with you, sir?
It's on my car.
It's in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you want to go get it?
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, get your car keys.
Sorry, gentlemen.
I don't understand. They're supposed to be here? Or
Yeah, they're good. They live here. They live here. Despite that.
I mean, that's...
So,
And it being
it's
on
all
a
good.
vacant apartment.
We're done now. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
They discussed the damage to the door and who had called the police, even though that information no longer mattered to the situation. These detours from the main issue only delayed the end of the intervention, creating more discomfort for the tenants. And on top of all that, it seemed to me the officers had no real reason to still be there, right? Yet somehow they lingered as if their job wasn't done.
Did they? Has that always been like that?
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Eso lo hicieron gente que vive acá a la parte de y yo llamé a la policía, pero no vinieron.
That was done by people who live here next to the apartment. They never came.
When did you call the police?
¿Cuándo llamaste a la policía?
Eso fue hace como 3 semanas atrás. Y los muchachos que vienen a fumar se fueron más tarde.
I'll follow up with that as well. When it is, if I get there.
He is going to look into that for you.
El taller de carrocería donde él va a investigar es otro viaje de la policía en un camino a la primera vez.
Everything I was looking nothing.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're trying to stop it.
At this point, the officers actually realized what they had done, but honestly, it was far too late. They should have thought about all this long before things went this far. Still, they had to make an effort to appear on the body cameras as if they hadn't done anything wrong. And that final performance was just the last layer of a deeply flawed operation.
Por eso estamos aquí. Estamos tratando de evitar que esto suceda.
Gracias, señor.
Well, we're sorry.
Charlie?
So we'll look into that for you. And we're sorry for the inconvenience. But we'll talk to the apartment complex and try to see.
Can you give me a light?
Yeah.
Lamentamos las molestias, pero hablaremos con el complejo de apartamentos e intentaremos ver si podemos solucionarlo.
I mean, can they even lock that door? I mean,
Aquí a la
I don't know.
Y ahí estaba afuera, ya me habían enseñado.
This is. I'd force a call history to see if they called.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to follow up on all that. I'm going to put it on the document.
Preguntas. Gracias. Buenas noches.
The officers apologized for the disturbance and promised to contact the building management, though it was unclear if they would actually follow through. The intervention ended without a clear conclusion, which was even worse given that the whole thing had been completely unnecessary. But of course, there are far worse cops out there, as we'll soon see in the next case, where an officer wanted to search a private vehicle without any reason at all. An officer stopped a driver, supposedly for wearing earphones and having tinted windows. Instead of handling it as a simple traffic violation and issuing a ticket, he immediately shifted the conversation towards a possible vehicle search. Although this case started off aggressively, don't worry, this would turn out to be just another instance of entitled cops realizing they'd been caught in their bad conduct and blatant disregard for the law.
Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir.
As I explained to you, all right, initially, talk to the headphones you had in your ears. You can't have headphones in your ears. Your window tint's illegal.
You didn't say nothing about. Nah, you brought me my registration back.
Listen, you brought window tint is illegal also.
But that's not. That doesn't give you a reason to want to search.
I noticed I didn't say
that. Don't give you a reason to want to search my car.
Williams, I'm not talking about trying to search your car. Now. I'm giving you a
nah, but you said you asked me that I have drugs. You asked me that I have guns. You have no reason to want to search my vehicle.
Williams, I'm giving you a few reasons here why I'm going where I'm going. All right? You said you brought up you're using a new app that took you out of your way. You're 10 miles outside of where it is you need to go. On that app, does it show you the direction that you just
It don't matter. I don't have to answer any questions. I gave you all my paperwork, my information. You don't. Nah, but you.
The law doesn't allow for a search without a warrant, consent, or reasonable suspicion. Instead of following proper procedure, the officer here seemed to be fishing for reasons to keep control of the situation. Clearly bored, he thought he could do whatever he wanted. And of course, when he came across someone who knew their rights, he started to get angry.
Like I'm committing a crime. It's not being a crime up here. I'm coming up here to see my brother. I'm not being argumentative. You could have gave me my ID back and let me go. I didn't do anything wrong. Tired of this shit. He want to search my car. He asked, I gave him license, registration, insurance. He said he pulled me over because I had earphones in my ear. He said he pulled me over because I had earphones in my ear. All my paperwork straightened out. He gave it back to me. He keep my license talking about, yo, he want to search the car now. Nah, you ain't searching the car now. He coming back talking about, oh, you got tinted windows. You got this. My windows was rolled down. Negative. Negative. I'm coming up to see my brother. My brother's at Allenwood Federal Prison. Right up here. The GPS took me an extra stop because I'm using Waze now. I'm not using Google Maps. I told him that. It's not a crime being up here.
The driver clearly stated he did not consent to a search, citing his constitutional right. Instead of respecting that refusal, the officer moved on to new reasons, the tinted windows. And since he couldn't handle the situation on his own, he decided to call for backup. What do you think? Do you think things are going to get any better with the backup officers, or are they going to make the situation even worse?
Being up here is not a crime. There's no reason for him to want to search my car. I ain't do nothing wrong. Now here comes his backup now. I asked him for a supervisor. He told me no, there's no supervisor working. So now here comes his backup. Don't matter, this stuff gotta stop. He pulling me over for nothing. Now he trying to justify it to the sergeant. First you said it wasn't no sergeant. Now he back there making up some bull crap. I ain't do nothing wrong. I wasn't speeding. He don't smell no drugs. I ain't up here for that. I'm up here to see my brother. The GPS took me out of the way. It's not a crime riding through here. He brought me my paperwork back.
The driver called 911 to document the incident and protect himself. Think about it. The very fact that a citizen felt the need to call an emergency line out of fear of the police showed a deep trust problem. Instead of calming the situation, these officers continued their suspicious behavior. This was not the kind of conduct that builds public trust. It's the kind that destroys it. And unfortunately, the tension was about to climb even higher.
He said, do you object to me searching the vehicle? Hell yes, I object to you searching the vehicle because it's my constitutional right. He have no reason to want to search my vehicle. So I dialed 911. I explained to 911 what was going on. I gave him my first and last name because I don't want to die today. It ain't happening. I don't know what's being said back there. I'm up in Williamsport, PA, near the Sunoco gas station right next to the AAA. I ain't did nothing wrong. The GPS took me the wrong way because I'm using the Waze app. I'm not using Google. I'm not using Google Maps. I got off at the next exit and it said that I'm 10 minutes away. Ain't no way in the world stopping in a small town is a crime. And you're not searching my car. You're not getting no drug, dog. I'm not under arrest. I didn't do anything wrong. Hell no. All my paperwork, everything is legit. License, registration, insurance. He had no reason to want to search the car. Nah.
The man was alone in the car, and from the way he spoke, it was clear he was very upset. And honestly, who can blame him?
Now this looked like a whole different township sheriff officer. Excuse me, Sergeant?
A sergeant from another jurisdiction arrived, proving that the earlier claim about no supervisor was false. That fact alone showed a lack of honesty in their communication. Instead of immediately clarifying the situation and confirming authority, the officers allowed suspicion to grow, something that could easily escalate the conflict rather than resolve it. And with the tension already high, their next choices would push it even further.
Can I speak with you for a second, please?
Hey, sir.
How you doing today, Sergeant Snyder?
All right, I'm recording audio and video.
So am I. So am I.
That's fine.
Can I just say something, please?
Yes, sir.
I'm riding by. The gentleman pulls me over.
Yes.
Okay. He comes up to my car. He said, "Yo, you can't have earphones on while you're driving." I said, "No problem, sir. I apologize." Okay. I said the GPS took me to the wrong exit, and I'm trying to find FCC Islandwood. He said, "You got license, registration, insurance?" Gave him everything. Okay. 2 minutes, he come back, he gives me my registration back, and he says, would you object to me searching the vehicle? Damn right, because it's my United States constitutional God-given right to object to a search. I don't have no guns. He don't smell no drugs. I don't use drugs. I'm up here to visit a family member. Okay. It is not a crime being in Williamsport. I asked for my ID back. He said he want to call a search dog. I then called 911 because I don't want to die today. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Why do you think you're gonna die
because he's looking for a reason. Why can't he just give me my ID back and let me go? I haven't given him any reason. I wasn't being hostile or nothing. Once he give me everything back, once he say my name check out, I don't have any warrants. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a registered voter. Once I do the right thing and once he gave me my information back, sir, you're free to go. Okay, this is how these traffic stops, everybody's traffic stop nowadays is ending up like this, and it shouldn't.
The driver explained the timeline of events to the sergeant, but the sergeant downplayed the situation, saying the officer might have reasons the driver didn't know about. That kind of attitude undermines the principle of public accountability. If there is reasonable suspicion, it must be something that can be clearly explained. Yet here, transparency seemed to be the last thing on their minds.
I didn't do nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. All my paperwork is legit. I got valid driver's license. He has no reason to want to search my car. My windows was rolled down.
Okay. First of all, obviously he may have a reason that you don't know about, okay? Second of all, he doesn't really need a reason to ask for consent to search.
But once I say no, okay, Sergeant, once I say no, here you go, have a nice day.
Okay, but he's still dealing with the violations of the vehicle code that you were driving with earphones in. Okay?
He wasn't going to give me a ticket for that.
You don't know that.
I do know that. He gave me my stuff back, and then once I said no searching, now he wants to deal with the violation of the vehicle code. Come on. Yeah, but you was giving it back until you asked me to search the car. My name is Dawan.
Okay, Dawan. My name's Roy. Okay. Look, I know you're upset. I know you're irritated. Okay. Just calm down, give me a minute. Let me talk to him.
Why are you saying back up? He gonna try to shoot or something?
No.
Come on, why is he saying back up now?
We're not gonna shoot you.
Why is he saying back up?
Unless you try to shoot me.
I don't have no gun. I don't have nothing.
Relax. Take it easy.
Yeah, it's live on Facebook. Now he's saying, yes, you live on Facebook. It's my constitutional right. Yes, you live on Facebook. It's my constitutional right.
The driver rightly pointed out that refusing a search should be the end of the story. The stop should then conclude with either a ticket or a warning, and he was correct. But do you think that any of that mattered to these officers, especially the sergeant? Well, let's take a look at what he had to say about it all.
Yes, you're live on Facebook, and I told the sergeant that I was recording. He said that he was recording too. Yeah, you live on Facebook. The whole world see this right now. I didn't do nothing wrong. He talking about back up. He told the sergeant to back up because he live on Facebook. I didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing wrong. I don't deserve to die today. You told the sergeant to back up because I'm live on Facebook? Hey, Roy. Hey, Roy. Hey, wait a minute, Roy. When you first walked up to the car, you told me that you was recording, and I said I am too.
I'm wearing a microphone.
Right, and I understand that.
Okay.
Like, when he back up, he make me nervous now.
Okay, well don't, you know.
Come on, man, this ain't right. You know this ain't right, Sarge. You've been doing this long enough. You know, being in the great city of Williamsport is not a crime, sir. That's all I'm saying.
It is not. Officer McGinnis has decided to issue a citation for wearing the earphones.
Okay, and I don't have a problem with that.
So give him a couple of minutes. He's going to issue a citation, and then you'll be on your way.
So it takes a half hour? I got a call for... But let me tell you something. He told me it wasn't no supervisor.
I am Du Bois Town Borough. He is South Williamsport Borough. I am not his sergeant.
Yeah,
The sergeant explained that he wasn't the direct supervisor of the officer who made the stop, but that didn't change the fact that the earlier claim about having no supervisor was misleading. Come on, isn't he supposed to be the voice of reason here, the one who keeps the officers in line? That's the whole point of the position he holds. Really pathetic. And sadly, his response only made the situation look even worse.
He's the only officer working. I was sent here by the dispatcher to back him up.
Because I called 911.
Which is a routine thing, okay? And it just so happens that I'm the officer on duty in my town and I happen to be a sergeant. I am not his supervisor, okay? So he did not lie to you when he said his supervisor was not here, was not working.
Sergeant,
okay?
You know as well as I know, if he was issuing me a citation, he would have brought the citation back with my paperwork, with my ID. Yes, it is necessarily. The reason why he's giving me a ticket now for headphones, okay, is because I refuse. I'm a black man in Williamsport. I look suspicious because I'm driving while black, and I refuse to let him search my car.
I don't agree with that, Don.
I do.
Okay, and I understand.
I do.
Opinion,
they killing black men all across the country for stops like this, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
I disagree with that too.
Yeah, you got to. It's wrong. I'm human. You're human.
Black men are not being killed because they're pulled over by police. Black men are being killed because they're in a confrontation or an armed confrontation with the
No, that's not true. That's bullcrap. That's not true. These men are unarmed. Cops are killing, not saying you personally, not saying anybody under your leadership, but black men are being killed for stops like this. I got license, registration, insurance. Give me my ticket. Let me go. There's no way in hell I'm here.
The driver openly voiced his suspicion that he was being targeted because of his race and his refusal to consent to a search. Regardless of any observer's opinion, the fact remains that unequal application of police authority creates a perception of discrimination. Nothing in the law prevents officers from considering how their actions appear to the person experiencing them. And here, that awareness seemed entirely absent.
A half hour, 45 minutes later, with a sergeant from another township, okay, talking about a ticket for headphones because he wants to search my car. For what reason do you want to search my car?
I don't want to search your car.
No, not you.
Okay.
He do. But come on, Sarge, you've been doing this long enough. You're a sergeant for a reason.
Right.
You want to search my car for what? It don't smell like drugs. It don't smell like paraphernalia. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I'm a leader in my community. I'm a part of the solution. I'm not a part of the problem.
All right. Obviously, there's a big difference of opinion, okay? And I'm coming into this late, like you said. I wasn't here.
But I'm giving you the facts, though,
and
Sergeant.
I'm not disputing any of your facts. What I'm saying is that officer's decided that he's going to issue a citation, okay? It shouldn't take him more than a couple minutes to fill it out. He's going to issue it to you, and you'll be on your way.
But could you not leave? Because I feel threatened by him.
Well,
I feel as though he's an undercover KKK member, and I feel as though he's targeting black men as rotten.
The sergeant dismissed the claim of racial motivation, but failed to take the driver's concerns seriously. A professional approach would have been to acknowledge the legitimacy of his fear and provide clear explanations of the procedure. Ignoring those feelings only deepens the gap between the police and the community. And once again, he kept trying to defend the officer from earlier.
No, that's how he's making me feel.
Well,
all my paperwork is straight, sir.
That might be
Look,
how you feel.
All my paperwork is straight. My insurance, I got registration. I gave him a valid driver's license. I said, look, I'm coming up here to visit a family member who's 3 hours away from home. Okay, I'm going to visit my family. Okay, that the GPS took me off at the wrong stop, and he's asking me questions. I said, I got a right to remain silent. He said, well, you're not under arrest. I don't have to answer anything. You know that. Once it's a traffic stop for headphones. It ain't got nothing to do with searching no vehicle. No, I know what's going on with the law, Sergeant. I know what's going on with the law, and what's going on across the country right now with killing black men is wrong. He stopped me for nothing.
It's wrong. It's wrong when anybody gets killed, regardless of
Period.
color.
Period. And I agree. Because there's white men being killed by the police too.
But there's police being killed by all colored skin people.
The conversation shifted to the fact that the original reason for the stop was listening to music on earphones, a violation handled with a ticket and not a search. When the legal basis keeps changing during a stop, it's a clear sign that the officers are fishing for a reason to intervene rather than lawfully enforcing the rules.
Killing is wrong.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is this.
And you're not.
What I'm saying is this.
You're not. Nobody's threatened you. Nobody's pointing.
When he reached for his weapon and tell you to back away from the car, my light flashed before me. He did just now, and then he said, "Yo, he's recording on Facebook Live." I told you that when you walked up. I told you that when you walked up. You said, "Sir," you said, "I'm recording for our own protection." I said, "So am I." I said, "I'm recording you."
And that's very fine.
Absolutely. Okay. So why would he say back up? Now he want to give me a ticket.
Discuss where this was going or what my feelings were as far as your demeanor and how. And
let me ask you this: you being a law-abiding citizen, okay? You being on the front line fighting for our people, because we need police. We need you guys. We need to have a healthy, strong relationship between my community and the blue community.
The driver pointed out that an officer cannot threaten to bring up a drug dog just because he refused consent. While courts allow the use of dogs in certain situations, tying that action to a minor violation like wearing earphones is clearly disproportionate. This showed just how easily a small traffic stop can spiral out of control, and here, that escalation was already well underway.
Pulling me over right now, okay, if he was going to issue me a ticket, you know, man, in your heart of hearts, and you don't even have to remember, you don't even have to admit it, you know in your heart of hearts, sir, that there's no reason to want to search me. He's pulling me over for headphones. He come up.
I can't speak for him.
But I'm just saying, right is right, wrong is wrong.
If he felt there was a reason to ask consent to search, then he felt he had that reason.
But Roy, once you say no,
I haven't discussed that with him.
I understand that, but once you say no, due to your expertise, I know you've been doing this for a long time. Once an individual says no, he can't threaten me with a drug dog. He can't say, well, I'm going.
That's also a procedure that he can use to determine if there's drugs in the car.
Wow. All for some headphones. For some headphones.
Well, it's not because of the headphones. All right, he's coming back. Please be reasonable with him, okay? And you'll be out here in a minute.
Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Citation for operating a vehicle on the roadways of Commonwealth while wearing headphones. Need your signature right where in the highlighted area. Your signature is not admission of guilt. You're basically acknowledging receipt of the citation. So what your signature says is that you're signing a receipt, and I'm going to give you a copy of the citations, all you're signing.
What is your name?
It's on the citations right there, Officer McInnes.
Officer McInnes, what's your first name?
Officer McInnes.
What district do you work in?
How about a signature right there from
Officer McInnes, badge number 6.
The officer finally issued a ticket for the original violation 45 freaking minutes later. Such a delay only reinforced the driver's claim that it hadn't been the real priority. When a citation comes only after exhausting other unlawful forms of pressure, it points to an abuse of authority. Who's going to tell this officer that just because he has time to waste, not everybody else does?
Work for the South Williamsport Police Department.
South Williamsport Police Department.
Are you going to sign the citation?
Where do I need to sign that? In
the highlighted area, as I explained to you.
Do I get a copy of this?
You're going to get a copy of it.
And this is not an admission of guilt.
As I explained to you, this is not admission of guilt. It's a receipt for a copy of the citation.
So how's it a $128 ticket?
I don't have any idea what the fine. That's the state issue. It's a $25 fine, and the rest of the fees are what state issues.
Defendant did operate a motor vehicle on the roadways at the Commonwealth while wearing headphones.
So if you'd like to sign the citation,
oh, now you want to get me out of here?
I'll give you a copy of it, and you're on your way.
Now you want to get me out of here? This has to stop, man.
You're right, it does.
It has to stop, man. You stop targeting black men riding through Williamsport, man. You had no reason for this, man. I was respectful. Right. No, it starts with you too, officer. We gotta have a relationship. Black men and the ones in blue.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, I know. Shit is crazy, man. Whole 45 minutes. Hey, Roy. Hey, Roy. Can you just stand here while I put my stuff back in the glove compartment, please? I don't want the officer to say I'm reaching for anything.
He's back there by his car. put your stuff away, you're free to go, okay? I hope that in the future we can have better relations between...
The sergeant gave directions for navigation, while the driver asked for protection from possible further harassment. The very need to seek protection from the police speaks volumes about the breakdown of trust. But of course, these same officers will always wonder why some people don't like them. I mean, it's really not that hard to figure out, is it?
You and the police.
How do we have better relations when you got black men riding, didn't do nothing wrong? I've been stopped here for 45 minutes now. Come on. That's not right.
I haven't been here that long.
If you don't have a uniform on, you wouldn't expect for an officer that don't know you to do the same for you. We all got rights. That's not right, sir. That's not right, man. I'm a family man. I'm a taxpayer. I vote.
Okay.
I vote. I support all the good police. I support all the good officers.
All right. He is a good officer. You guys are in a disagreement. You're not having a good day, but don't hold it against everybody, okay?
That's not the point. He holding his past experiences against everybody, Roy. I don't like that. Can you show me the way to get to Allenwood Prison from here?
Yeah. You need to turn around in this parking lot, okay? You're gonna go out here to the street, take a left, and this is Route 15.
I'm looking for Main Access Road.
That's the Route 15 is the road, the highway that the prison system is on, okay?
Okay.
When you get to the front gate of the prison system, you have to look for the signs because there's like 4 facilities, low, medium, high.
Right.
Okay?
Well, I've been there before. I just need to know how to get there. His is the one in the middle.
Go out, turn around, and go out this way. Take a left because it's one way out.
The driver concluded that the ticket was issued only after the officer realized he was being recorded. That perception directly undermines the legitimacy of the citation. If it appears the goal was simply to cover up an unjustified detention, public trust in the police's work crumbles. And in this case, that trust was already hanging by a thread.
And stay on this road until you get to Allenwood Prison Complex.
How do I get out of it?
You're going to have to turn around and come right back out this way, all right?
Am I free to go?
Yes.
Could you please make sure that this guy don't try nothing with me?
I will.
Thank you. Put my seatbelt on. Shit is bull crap, man. Now he want to issue me. Once he saw that he was on Facebook Live, then yeah. Oh, now I got to back up, Sarge, back up. I got to issue him a ticket to cover my ass. Because the whole thing was, it wasn't even about the headphones.
In the end, the driver said he was stopped simply because the officer believed he shouldn't have been in that area. If that becomes common practice, the basic freedoms of movement and equality before the law cease to exist. And believe it or not, this still wasn't the worst case of the day. So now, we move on to an officer who was just bored during his night shift. Speaking of times when entitled cops realized they've been caught, this time, officers were handling a traffic stop when a man approached as a First Amendment auditor and began recording. Of course, all of this was within his rights, but he wanted to see just how long the officers could tolerate it. Little did they know his camera was about to test their patience in ways they clearly weren't ready for.
It's parked on a public street, right?
Okay. Just,
So,
I don't want you to filming in the car.
Well, secure it then if you don't.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stand over there, please, by the tree.
It's right here. The line's right here.
Now.
You see the line? You're ready
yeah,
to put
I
the line.
see that.
Right.
I'm asking you to stand over there, please.
Why? Identify yourself for me. Where are
Officer
you?
Boudet.
Boudet?
The officer told the man to stop filming the inside of a vehicle parked on a public street. This was a textbook example of trying to restrict the right to record public officials without any legal basis. The Constitution and court rulings clearly protect a citizen's right to film in public spaces. Instead of focusing on his actual duties, the officer shifted to giving arbitrary orders, and that's when the real test of his professionalism began.
Okay, right there. Yeah, right there, please. Thank you.
No. Your unlawful order is denied. Denied.
Okay.
You already have the line, so don't.
I do.
Okay.
You can film all you want, man.
That's what I'm doing.
Do me a favor, just from there.
No.
Okay. You're not
from
gonna
the line.
Okay.
It's the line.
I'm not gonna deal with this, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go back to what you were doing.
Okay.
Don't order me.
Okay.
Don't give me unlawful orders.
Okay.
And don't think we're friends.
Okay.
Okay? And don't think we speak the same language.
О,
You
не
can.
знаешь? Ты не по-русски не разговариваешь?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, now so you speak in Ukrainian and Russian?
No.
Oh, really?
Ты же по-украински разговариваешь?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
understand all three.
Молодец.
Believe it or not, I'm a pretty smart man. Yes,
Хорошо.
right. So take your sorry ass. Take your
Stop.
sorry cop
I'm-
ass.
Stop.
Don't violate my
Stop.
rights.
I'm
No,
not
I'm not
violating
going to
your
stop.
rights.
Servant,
Stop.
you're going to listen to me.
Okay. No.
Understand? You're going to listen to me, servant. Got it?
No.
Got it. Go across the line.
The citizen refused to move outside of the taped-off area, clearly stating he was within the allowed zone. The officer repeated the demand but gave no legal justification. On top of that, the officer had no right to use cultural references as a way to discourage legitimate oversight of police work. But wait, because he still wasn't finished.
And mind your damn business. You're not going to order me around. You're not going to order me around. You understand?
Do you think you're gonna gain something by doing
I'm going to
this?
gain everything I want to
Okay.
gain.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm allowed to, everything that is my right.
Okay.
Got a problem with that?
Just knock it off.
If
okay?
you're going to bring your damn communism into my country,
Communism?
that's right.
What are you talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're going to bring your tyrannical communism in my
What are you
country,
talking about?
we're going to have a problem.
I escaped communism.
Well, then don't bring that shit here.
Okay.
Understood?
I'm not.
Don't bring that
I'm
crap
not,
here.
I'm not a Russian guy.
I don't give a damn where you're from. I don't
okay.
care if you're from Russia,
Yeah.
Ukraine,
Okay.
Belarus,
Just stop
former
it. I'm not
Soviet
gonna do
Union. Exactly. Take your sorry ass and do your damn job.
Okay. Okay. You're such a tough guy, bro.
I am a tough guy. That's right. You see how tough I am?
Yeah.
You're not going to order me around.
Okay. Just knock it off, okay? Just stop it.
What am I going to be knocking off? What?
We're working crime scene. Just
Good.
knock it off.
Work it. Don't bother me. I'm working too.
You can stand over there. And
I
film.
can stand where the line is. This is the line, right? Did you put that line?
Yeah.
You want to move it?
I'll
Move the line.
I'll move the line.
That's right, Piglet. Obey me. Move the line. Move the line. And don't you ever dare pull that crap on me again.
Oh, please.
You're communistic crap.
Oh, please.
That's right.
You just stop. You just being tough.
Yeah.
The citizen accused the officer of bringing questionable methods into a public space. Regardless of the tone, the point was clear. Using authority beyond legal limits is reminiscent of regimes where citizens' rights came second. Instead of responding with reasoned arguments, the officer continued without offering any explanation for his actions. And that silence only made the abuse of power stand out even more.
Exactly, because I will not give you an inch of your crappy communism. You immigrated to this country, be thankful. You bring the communistic crap here, you don't pull it on me, you fool. Take that crap someplace else. You want to practice your communism crap, you go back to where the hell you came from.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. Just because you don't like people recording.
I didn't say that. You can record all you want.
Yeah. So don't give me an lawful order. Move here, move there, move here, move over here.
Come over here. I'm putting the tape up.
No, you're gonna move that line over. You're not gonna create a double line. You're gonna create one line. One line. Understood?
Here's the deal.
No, there's no deal. I don't make deals with tyrants. I make no deals with tyrants.
Okay. We're gonna have a line right here.
Yeah, what's up? Backups arrived? Good. Yeah.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Why'd you cross over the line?
I can. How are you?
You want to intimidate me, tough guy?
Why would I intimidate you?
Well, why'd you cross over the line
Why are
then?
you screaming? Am I?
Because I
screaming?
can.
Okay, you can.
Exactly, because I can.
The officer tried to physically move the security line to push the citizen farther away. Instead of keeping the scene as it was originally set, he changed the boundaries based on his own discretion. However, he soon wouldn't be the only officer harassing this citizen who, honestly, was a far bigger law expert compared to these cops. And the backup's arrival was about to make things even more telling.
Because now this fool over here gives me unlawful orders.
Are you doing okay, sir?
Oh, yeah.
You seem quite angry.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you putting the
Yeah,
red
because
line?
I don't tolerate with communism.
Okay, neither do I, brother. I came from communist Romania.
Right.
I have a thing or two about
So
them.
go and educate him about the rights of citizens
Do you know-
recording.
Do you know where he's from?
I don't care where he's from. I just told him wherever he's from, he better not bring this communistic
Trust me.
crap here.
Trust me, brother. My family came to avoid communism.
Good.
That's why we're here in the
Good.
States.
That's
For
why
a
I'm
long
here
time.
as well. So if he's going to bring that communism here, he better
know
damn
it
know.
works a little bit.
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
I don't need
But
to.
it's not very polite.
I don't care if you like it or not. I'm not here to be polite. I'm here to straighten your asses out.
Could you keep it down a bit, dude?
I'm gonna here to straighten your asses out.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Identify yourself for me.
Officer Llanos, Portland Police.
Badge number?
54874.
Very nice. Get back to your job. You're dismissed. I don't need your help.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yep. Go.
Right.
Go.
I don't have to.
Have a good day.
It's my right to stand here.
No, it's not your right to stand here. You have a duty to attend to.
No, but you're
Okay? You have no rights when you put on your uniform. You have duties and responsibilities.
Protect the integrity of this crime scene.
Have I disturbed the crime scene in any
It
way?
looks like you were about to enter the crime scene.
Where?
Right over
Where?
there.
No, not until this fool decided to kick me out.
Backup arrived, and the new officer asked why the citizen had crossed the line. Instead of checking the facts, he immediately adopted his colleague's narrative. Rather than admit a mistake, the police stuck to the story that the man had tried to enter a crime scene. But remember, they were supposedly handling an actual crime scene. So why were they so focused on someone who wasn't even breaking the law?
I created a secondary line. I was well within behind the line. So don't tell me crap you don't understand. Don't tell me crap you don't understand.
I understand some things.
Yeah? You, in fact, you came over here, tough guy, right? To back him up? For what?
You're screaming at my sergeant.
He's your sergeant?
Yeah, and you're screaming
He's
at
a sergeant. I didn't know that yet. What a foolish sergeant you got.
Come on, dude.
Come on. And so you, instead of reprimanding your sergeant, tell him, hey, Sarge, he's got a right to record, right?
You do have a right to record.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
So, and also have a right to speak.
You do.
I also have a right to redress and petition my government, to redress my grievances.
I agree.
And
100%.
in whatever tone I choose to, correct?
That is true.
That is true.
That is true.
So what the hell is the problem still?
There is no problem.
Then get back to your duties.
The problem is, you're right here next to the crime scene, distracting the attention of the
No,
officers.
no, no. Don't give me that BS. You came over here, not me. You. No, I was not screaming at sergeant. I was speaking to a sergeant in a tone you don't like. Your sergeant is finished. Get the hell back to your job.
It's okay, I'm right here.
Get back to your job. Hey, sergeant. Are you a sergeant? Yeah. I didn't even notice your strap. You're a piece of shit. Okay. Disgraceful sergeant.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Speak your own language. Go ahead. Yeah. Speak your language, neighbors of Ukraine, Romanian. Speak it. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah? It's the language of your country.
The exchange turned personal, with insults and national references being thrown around. Regardless of the provocation, the officer was obligated to remain professional. In moments like this, losing a neutral stance can be seen as a breach of the ethical code, and it further erodes public trust in the police. And here, every word spoken was only making that trust fall apart faster.
Understood?
You're the problem, dude.
Yeah. I am your problem. Yeah. Exactly. That's right. I'm redressing you. And you don't like it. You pieces of crap. Yeah. That's exactly right. That's what you don't like. Yeah, look at that, huh? This is how much they're scared of cameras. Hey, Sarge! You fool! Yeah, good for you. Go fix that line. Go fix it.
In the end, these officers were humiliated by their own lies and made-up laws. But that's all right. At least this man now had solid footage showing exactly how police officers should not behave. And something tells me this video is gonna speak louder than any excuse they could possibly come up with. Now hey, if you thought this was bad, don't go anywhere. What's coming next is gonna make this look tame. You know, some officers don't just cross the line, they obliterate it. Click on the next video to see just how bad it can really get.